What if I told you that one of the most watched wars in human history was also one of the least understood? Millions of people watched missiles light up the night sky on live television. Calm voices explained what was happening. Everything looked controlled, clean, almost unreal. But what the world saw was only part of the story. This is the gulf was hidden truth. In the early 1990s, the world witnessed something entirely new: a war broadcast live, 24 hours a day. Night vision footage dominated television screens. Precision strikes were shown repeatedly. Military briefings sounded confident and reassuring. The message was simple: this was a modern war, fought with advanced technology and minimal consequences. For many viewers, it felt distant, almost cinematic, but that image was carefully shaped. This was the first major conflict where media itself became part of the battlefield, influencing how the world understood what was happening. Behind the cameras, reality told a different story. Communities were disrupted. Medical systems struggled under pressure. Families were forced to flee in silence. Journalists operated under strict limitations. What they filmed was reviewed. What they reported was controlled. Much of the suffering never reached global audiences. History wasn't just unfolding, it was being edited in real time. And when information is controlled, truth becomes fragile. As the fighting slowed, a new horror emerged. Hundreds of oil wells were set ablaze. Thick black smoke filled the sky for months, turning daylight into darkness. The environmental damage was catastrophic. Officially, it was labeled an environmental disaster. Symbolically, it revealed something deeper. Power, resources, and control often sit at the center of conflict. The destruction was visible. The long-term cost was not. When soldiers returned home, the war didn't end for them. Many began suffering from unexplained illnesses, chronic fatigue, memory loss, joint pain, and neurological problems. Doctors struggled for answers. The public barely noticed. This became known as Gulf War Syndrome, a reminder that some consequences of war don't explode loudly. They follow quietly for years. This conflict reshaped how wars are fought, reported, and remembered. It showed how perception can be managed, how narratives can be controlled, and how truth can disappear behind carefully selected images. The lesson is simple but powerful. If you only believe what you're shown, you may never know the full story. If this story challenged what you thought you knew, take a moment to reflect. And if you want more hidden truths, untold history, and stories beyond belief, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because some stories aren't just meant to be told, they're meant to be understood.